You. Looking at me? Kid? You looking at me? So OBS says I'm streaming, but I have this weird sense that it's not. Hey, there we go. Hey, Kyle. Ugh. Do. How are you doing today? Dee doo 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 doo. I'm feeling weird today. I just woke up like about maybe an hour and a half ago, 11:30. I'm still pretty much a night owl. Work that nighttime job, etc. But like, we went to go to bed. Oh no. Maybe. Be like, hey, you're the best. You've done so much for this game to extend its lifespan. But more likely, it's like, why don't you make me a character? Hey, Sam, how you doing? Did you get everything figured out with Streamlabs yesterday? Good shit. Ooh. Good. Yeah, I don't really understand. I don't use Streamlabs OBS, so ooh, baby. So I don't personally know where the differences are. So I didn't want to give you false or less than helpful advice. Get in the pit. Get in the pit. Damn it. This is one of the many times where I don't want to get hit. I'm also trying to keep that water barrel safe over there, which is a little bit more difficult to do with all these guys being ding-dongs. Get in the pit. What's wrong with you? Man. I can feel a blue or a brown chest coming out of this one. What'd I tell you? What did I tell ya? Give him the old wazzle dazzle. I started reading, so I've attempted to read Infinite Jest once before. I think, whoa, this guy's twitching and freaking out. I think it's the ultra wide thing. He fell between a part where it's stretching the pixels weirdly to fit. Ooh, not great, not great. But started reading Infinite Jest last night. That's why I didn't get to sleep, even though I went to bed pretty early. I've attempted to read it before. I think I got about 350, maybe 400 pages in. And then I just kind of like had another book that I was working on at the same time that I leaned a little bit more towards. This time I don't have any other books in the house that I haven't read. So I've actually finished all of the books that I have in the house. I don't feel like buying more books right now, especially because I don't know what I want to buy. And I don't like reading digital books because it makes my eyes feel super tired. I was doing it for a while. The only way I can do it is with a Kindle. The e-ink is really, really good, but otherwise I can't do it. Reading, I have some books on my phone that I kind of read sometimes if I'm like at work and I'm really, really tired of Reddit, or if I'm on a double and I forgot to bring my hard copy of a book with me. I don't know, I'm kind of like... there was a time when I was like, technology will solve all problems. Like, Infinite Jest is a gigantic, extremely heavy book, and carrying it with me, like, the typeface is so small, the pages are so big, and the typeface is so small, there's so many words per page, that it would be really, really great if I got comfortable with using it, reading it on an audio, or not an audiobook, but a digital ebook format. It'd be great. God, you gotta spend so much time fucking rolling on this guy. He's just so aggressive. Crueler Glaive. Crueler Glaive. Not Crueler Great, necessarily, but perhaps. Hey, nice. Heinous. Yeah. I usually go after browns over blues anyway. Pop all the browns. That sounds gross. That sounds scatological. Papa's got a brand new brown. We wouldn't even have to give up the Molotov for that. I don't know. But anyway, reading that book has got me wanting to write, which is always the wrong way to approach reading a new book, because anytime I feel like I want to write after or during the reading of a book, it means that all I'm going to do is start thinking in the voice of the author. Like, I take a lot of, what's the word? I take a lot of, like, hey, Roddy, how you doing? How you doing today, buddy? Wait, let's look for a secret before we do this. But, I, like, take a lot of, what's the fucking word? God. Hints, I guess, from the language of other authors, the way they use language. And David Foster Wallace is really known for the way he uses language. He's very specific in what he says. Even if it's not always... Like, he doesn't write everything in a classy way. He will have poop and fart jokes and really juvenile stuff, but it's always very specific. He uses language very, very specifically, and it's something I really respect. But when I'm, like, starting to think in the voice of an author, that's when it, like, really starts to mess with me. Yo, why am I don't want 2 short-range weapons. Oh my god. No! What's wrong with me? This? And this. I mean, all of my weapons are pretty short-range. He really gets in there. I mean, he honestly, like, does. Like, the beginning of Infinite Jest is freaking hilarious. It's so good and so strange. But it's presented in a way that, like, you don't know that it's strange until it's strange, and it's very surprising the way it gets there. You gotta... He's worth giving a chance. I wouldn't start with Infinite Jest, necessarily, unless you want a giant postmodern, like, mega novel. A novel about hundreds of interconnected characters. I tend to like those, but I also tend to give them multiple attempts. Like, I don't claim to pick up every book and finish it on the first try. Hey, Roddy, what's up? Cheer shared rewards to 3 others in chat. What does that mean? Thank you, Roddy. But what does that mean? Like, I don't understand the gist of it. A cheer shared rewards? Well, that's fine. I already could have been if I wanted to. No one can stop me. Go! Oh, I get it. The rewards are the emotes. Got it. I still don't know all of the LGBT flags and symbols. I know one of those is asexual. I think the pink, white, and blue one. The bisexual is the one that's just 2. I think. I don't know. Get out of here. Bullets. Leftover hanging around bullets. Alright, we got ourselves a red chest. It's weird whenever somebody describes it as a gold chest. I'm like, what are you talking about, gold chest? Dominant color is definitely red. Are those the flags or the order that you put them in? Trans is the pink and white one. Asexual is the black, purple, white. Okay. Intersex, non-binary. Non-binary, I feel like, should be a gradient, right? I feel like that flag needs a little bit of work. Instead of being multiple distinct things, it should be more of a gradient. Alright, we'll check that afterwards for the boomerang. There's a big maybe on that one. Nothing guaranteed. I don't know about blue chests. I don't know how much I value them. I mean, I wasn't trying to be, like, funny or anything, just, like, I think from a design point of view, having non-binary and then having distinct, separate colors. It seems kind of, like, missing the point. It's nice to have something to rally behind. I am like not a part of the. I've had many LGBTQ friends in my life. I've never been directly a part of the experience, so I don't really feel like my opinion on anything matters. But the distinctions, the separate groups, the separate entities, seems like a big problem to me. Why not just an all-inclusive kind of thing? Like, that's very true. Yeah, you should be able to get a flipped version of any of them. I still feel strange about like the distinctions of stuff. Like, if it's an alliance, why focus on how they're different? How trans is different from non-binary and stuff like that. Like, why not focus on them being unified, being a common group? I don't know. It seems like when your numbers are small, you should find ways to pull the group together. He's trans and he's also some sort of like flame wizard. Firemancer. Woo. Ooh. I want to know what's happening when you're reloading this bat. Why didn't anybody ever talk about that? Hmm? How do I anger you? What'd I do? Yeah, I mean, I don't like a lot of people say, oh, it's like, oh, it's cultural identity. It's about knowing where you came from and the people that worked before you, or the people that came before you. But I don't feel any fucking I don't feel any reason for the distinction of minorities either. I don't. There's a greater history in minorities. What, Pyromancer? Yeah, I said it intentionally. What'd we get? Does this give us Queen Ant? Nope. So now I have, I think, 3.5. What the fuck is bugging out? That's not better. That's like actually not better. Sorry, I never reset curse when I start. I kind of forget about the curse thing. Jesus Christ. Oh. I don't know if I'm still immune to poison. Also, what? Oh, it's only when I'm holding it. Okay. That's fine then. It just means complete immunity at this point. The reason that, like, I think that, like, I understand why, because people are identifying as A or B. They're identifying as such, and they want to feel part of that identity. I get that. I've never personally cared about identifying as specifically one thing, and I think because of that, it does. I mean, even like in minority communities, it seems like a good way to limit your voice. Like, I don't think it's ever going to happen, but like, I don't know. It always feels like, you know, I think there are things where, like, it's more important to, like, let's say it's more important to view yourself as an American than as a Floridian or whatever. Like, you don't want to limit how you're represented to a smaller group, but a lot of people will. A lot of people will say, like, it's oh fuck. No. Oh wait, let's see if we can get it. Come on, so close. Ah. I'm just, like, I just think that, and maybe, you know, and yeah, it is the long game, or the long goal is for it not to be necessary for anybody to say I am X or I am Y. Like, oh right, I forgot about my poison feet. It was very true. Ready? I still tend to not think clearly in a situation where there's a flame chest, especially on my first run, man. I haven't played this. I didn't play this at all yesterday. I didn't do shit yesterday. I feel kind of. I think that's part of the reason I feel so weird, is that I spent yesterday just like not accomplishing anything. I did some laundry, cleaned up the house, or not laundry. I cleaned up the house. Oh God. Well. Went to lunch with Nate and Jackie, but like I didn't, in terms of my personal goals, get anything done. I guess I can see that, but I also feel like it creates this diversion. I noticed that, like at least based on Reddit itself, on the bisexual subreddit, it seems like there's this huge insistence that there's this calling out of bisexuals if they're in heterosexual relationships from the rest of the community, because they're not, you know, they're not being like gay. They're not specifically being in a homosexual relationship, so they're kind of viewed as disingenuous to the cause, and that kind of separation is what bothers me. When the labels come out, they create these divisions, even if the goal of the label is to, like, the direct goal is to show pride in yourself. once you have pride in self, it starts saying like, well, these people are less valuable because they aren't part of this group. That divisions create further divisions, and I think that that's my problem with it. It's the star-bellied sneeches all over again. I've known bisexual girls in college get, like, asked to leave situations because they brought a boyfriend. Like, I mean, I dated a girl in college who went to an all-girls school who, when I showed up at her school, was, you know, basically chastised and cast out from her group of friends because they were mostly lesbian. Like, it is there. Just because you haven't seen it doesn't mean it doesn't exist. People don't always just complain for the sake of complaining. And I think that dividing things is like a big part of, is something that I definitely have trouble with. Like, constant divisions, constantly finding ways in which one person is different than another. These guns suck ass. It's this, like, always going sense of, like, identifying the difference. I mean, I'm glad that, like, people in general are so open currently about talking about LGBTQ issues. I also want a better term than LGBTQ. The fact that the term has to, like, is just an acronym that keeps needing to add subgroups on. It needs to be a unified front, like, and it doesn't feel that way as just a list of subgroups. I don't know. I don't have the solution. I know that, like, I just don't think the current situation is the way it should be. Yo, get away from me, dude. I don't know if this is good damage or what. It doesn't look like it. Dude, this fucking fight is gonna last forever. Alright, we can do that at least. Oh, we're gonna have to go really aggressive. There, Jesus. Oh, cool, thanks. Actually, that's fine. I still don't have a weapon that makes me feel comfortable taking out, like, any enemies, so if you want to drop that, that'd be cool. I've never had a problem with the Amulet of the Pit Lord. Right, and I'm not saying, like, oh, stop adding names on, you silly fools, but, like, just something that's just includes the group as a whole. There needs to be a United States of not straight people. Like, there needs to be something that encompasses the entire group. I don't know. It feels like the point is being missed. But there's even a difference between, like, the polysexual and the pansexual. Like, yeah, but yeah, I know. I think everyone understands where I'm coming with this, and they're all coming from the same point of view. That was just a terrible floor in general. Everything about this floor has sucked. Well, we still have a little bit of money. Let's buy something from this guy. That's, like, not good enough. It's just not good enough. Multisexual. Okay, we got the sling. We're good. We're good. Silencer, no law KSR. I guess we're just gonna get the thing so we have bought something. I would really hate to get some sort of blank thing later and not have picked this up. Right. Well, that's the thing. That's. I think that's where I was hoping it would go. Like, there's someone looks into the language a little further and gets something that's more universal, but less divisive. Less about making the one thing many, but also still includes subgroups if that's your bag. If you wanna be more Georgian than American, you know, you can still focus on that, but you're still part of America. I don't know why anybody would want to be more Georgian than American, but there's some weird folks out there. That's all I'm saying. Oh, 2 of you are jammed? How wonderful. That's fair. It's fair and good. Please, please. Woo! Okay, all of you are jammed. You just don't look jammed? That's fucked up, dude. That's deceptive. Ugh. Please be the right one. Oh my god, he's got so much health. That's kind of what it feels like. It's just like it's not the way to bring an argument together. Like, if the point is for, oh fuck, that went on for a little longer than I thought it would. The rights and connectivity amongst people, I think making them like so distinct, or not even so distinct, but distinct at all, kind of diffuses that intention. You know, I think the only time I've gotten that Cooler Glaive synergy was when I had Lich's Eye bullets. I don't know if I've ever gotten the boomerang natively with it. Or maybe I have, I don't know. I don't pay attention to that kind of stuff. You know me. I barely remember what happened in the room I just finished. Oh, hey! Thanks for the, thanks for popping in. Lurkin's totally fine. If you're not feeling up to it, you don't have to say a thing. But you are welcome regardless. But also, you are welcome to add to the conversation as well. Soy bath squid. I looked at that quickly while I was in that room, and I was like, man, I have no idea what that says. Soba the squid? Soy bath squid. I like that. There are these commercials in Washington State for the like lottery. Damn it. For the lottery, and there's a bad head, soy bad head squid. I like that too. It could be bathed, it could be bathed. He bathed for a fortnight. It's probably bathed though. Oh man, why am I getting hit so much? What's going on with me? And these bullets. What's up, baby? Instead of... Okay. Okay. I don't know what any of that means, but okay. Kyle, you need to take a break from Gungeon modding. I think you'll come back with some freshness. Some fresh, hot freshness. See? I'm more on that Kyle side. Excuse me? Excuse me? How dare you speak Satan language? Oh, I see what you're doing. That's the United States. You went through. Oh my god, my boss weapons still suck balls. There we go. Plus P. If you hadn't done plus P, I would have thought you just, like, sat on your keyboard or something. Oh, he's actually a bigger target. She? Is a mind player male or female? Or something else? God, stop! Hey. That's how I feel about that move right then. Right there. Yo! Yo! Oops. Well, shouldn't have got it yet. Once you start, you gotta stick with it. Dude, could I please just get something that turns this run from a D to a B? Just a B? Oh. I still get what you're doing. Okay. I'm not dumb. It just takes me a little while to figure stuff out. You know what I wish I was better at? Puzzles. Just in a very general way, puzzles. There's this game that I've had on my PC for a long time. I don't know if this one's any good. Called Talos Principle. I'll play the Talos Principle. You guys can watch me struggle. I also have The Witness if you guys really want to watch me have a bad time showing everybody how stupid I am. But puzzles, man, they're not the thing that my brain... I mean, I know that's the point of them. They're supposed to be puzzling. But, like... Oh, it's rough. What's that, like, that sounds like Super Puzzle Fighter. And I don't mean, like, active puzzles. I want puzzles... I'm talking about ones you really gotta stink and think about. I think the problem I have with puzzle games is, that I always want to... I either have to play them continually forever and just let my frustration rise, or I can't play them at all. If I stop a puzzle game, I'm gonna be like, why would I go back to that stress? Oh, Professor Layton. The best puzzle game, and I know it's easier. I know the reason I like it is because it's easier. But the best puzzle game I've ever played is still Portal and Portal 2. I know those are essentially trial and error style puzzle games, but like, what isn't to some degree? There's some puzzle games where you really got to understand big concepts, such as Braid or probably The Witness. You have to really, like, you can't brute force your way past a certain point. But I also just... It makes me feel like I've always been stupid, and the secret is just finally out whenever I'm playing a puzzle game and just losing it. There's this game I played called Quantum something. And I never finished it because, oh shit, I think my curse is at like 5 right now. 5.5 maybe? I haven't even been paying attention to that. I'm getting a lot of jam dues. Hey Fog, how you doing? Ooh. Get out of here, bad guys. Be burned up, please. Yeah, I think it's just Casey in the mirror. I'm doing okay. I feel very weird today. I want to like I want to work on a project, but like the drawing I'm working on, I'm not like really feeling it. Not my input, but the subject matter is not catching me. So I'm like I'm finding myself do the thing that I do when I am not into something, where I find any excuse to do anything else. Which usually it's a better use of my time to just accept the fact that I'm not into it and move on. But I feel like I owe it to some non-entity to finish the thing that I'm not liking. I don't know. Oh, cool. The one time where I'm not doing perfectly well on freaking HP, this bimbo shows up. This blood-sucking bimbo. Hi, Terrifier. How you doing? The other thing is, I think that watching someone... Oh, fuck. Wow. Watching someone struggle at a puzzle game is really difficult to do. When you've figured it out very quickly, it's just like... It's like when I watch... when I watch someone play Gungeon who's not really that good at it, and I see them make bad decisions, and I just want to be like, no, just do this. Think about... think about the way that this would work in your favor. Oh my god! Alright, well, it's time to probably drop Casey. Lower my curse a little bit. I just don't have... I think I would probably quit video games altogether if I played Baba Is You. Or maybe the person I watched play it was just straight up dumb. I don't know. Wow. But it's one of those games where I feel like it would frustrate anybody that's watching for me to play Baba Is You. Dude, I don't know what to do about this run. Did I just miss? Completely? The giant wall. Okay. That didn't feel good. Woo! That was close. Whoops, what the fuck? It's one or the other on the invincibility, by the way. The far side. That's me. Yo, I still don't feel like I have anything of worth on this fucking run. Like anything of worth. You're getting out of here, Casey. Sorry. Oh boy, this is real rough. The far side, dude. You know how hard it would be to hit the far side of something. You need a boomerang. Well, made a little bit more money. What are you doing? Jackie's using her computer? It is funny. See, because you don't use it much. That's very untrue. What are you doing?
Yeah, Fargo.
Oh. Just paying up. Just paying bills. Woo! Just paying bills. Roddy says hello.
Hi,
Roddy. Yeah, I know. Instead of shades, it's got rods. What hit me? Ugh. God, I gotta start paying better attention. But like, I also would really like to have like a handful of partially decent weapons. I should jump into pits if I'm gonna get hit. Whoop. Haha. In your face with a can of mace. Ugh, don't bounce towards me. How are you still alive, God? Oh, this gun. Snow good. Oh, I did do something yesterday. I figured out my figured out in schedule, or not scheduled, but like organized all of my savings plan for the remainder of the year, which I think is, for me, is super helpful to have it all written out. With a goal and everything in mind. A goalin'. Nope, not at all. Not even a little bit. Not even once. Come on, this run. Let's work together to become something better than we are. I really feel like my best single room clear is the starting pistol. Oop. Oop. Virtue ethics person. What the fuck does that mean? She's gone. She turned her computer off. She's used her computer for a total of 7 minutes in the last 3 weeks. Maybe not even that much, now that I'm stinking about it. Ugh, okay, I had to do that one. I didn't like that I had to do it, but I had to do it. I thought he was done shooting off his waves of shotgun shots. Oh. I don't like that, because I don't like the idea of, like, making a totem of someone. I've always had a problem with the idea of like AA being this thing, where you have your person that's they're supposed to be your rock. They're supposed to be the one that's like, that does things the right way, and you base your actions off of their behavior, because humans are pretty fucking fallible. And that's when you get into like celebrity worship and stuff like that. People get so disappointed when they find out their favorite, oh my god, their favorite artist or whatever actually, you know, did something wrong in their life, and it brings their whole view of morality crashing down. Morality shouldn't be based on a person; it should be based on an ideal, and people shouldn't be ideals. Idealizing people is always going to lead to problems. Ugh. Oh, I'm so scared on this run, dude. You know, the weirdest thing was I was going to play this run as the robot, just to shake things up a bit. And then I was like, no, I'm feeling a little weird. I should probably do something that's not going to also infuriate me. Yeah, yeah. You're using like a graven image of an individual as a way to like stand in for the individual. I understand that you're not really thinking of the person; you're thinking of your ideal version of the person. But I could see that coming crashing down, you know. And I think that'd be worse for a lot of people to watch this thing they've built up fall. It's why I think that's why there's so many stories. When people see, like, you know, they find out their dad was some awful warmonger or something after all these years of idealizing him, and it really, like, wrecks their worldview. And I think that that's the wrong way to go about it. View your father as a human. And the reason they use parents is because parents are our first, like, representations of the idealized, oh boy, view of how people should behave. But, oh, we are not gonna one-cycle this guy. There's absolutely no way. You can already get your scrub locked and loaded, Roddy. You can already pre-scrub your scrub. We don't have shit. I'm not talking about Bill Jackson or Michael Cosby. You can't make me. You can't make me talk about Bill Jackson or Michael Cosby. I'm Bill Jackson. Imagine that's what he sounds like. Oop. Oop, up, 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 boom. Please! Christ, fuck. God! Whoa, slow down. Jeez. And fog, yeah, that was something I was gonna bring up, but I feel like it's something I talk about pretty frequently, so I was like, should I bring this up or not? But separating the art from the artist is in my opinion, fundamental. It's necessary. What secondary weapon am I using? This? God, Jesus. The art from the artist argument is one I have with a lot of my friends because they're artists and like, or a lot of the people in my past have been artists, I guess. I don't have a lot of artist friends anymore, but that's something that a lot of people feel really strongly about. And I personally think it is absolutely of utmost importance for you to separate the art from the artist because it is not worth it to devalue the creative, I don't know, the input that people have made because they are shitty people. Like that's totally beside the point. That's so far beside the point that like a lot of times I don't even think it is worth mentioning. If you were inspired by the work of Elon Musk, but it turns out he's a fucking weeaboo and that bothers you for some reason, then you shouldn't focus on the fact that Elon Musk is a weeaboo because you're conflating a small personality issue with the larger accomplishments of the individual. You shouldn't worry that, like, James Joyce loved the smell of his girlfriend or wife's farts. Like, you shouldn't focus on that shit because it doesn't make Ulysses a bad book. Yeah, that was a lead god. The lead god with, like, terrible garbage weapons. I don't know. People like to dismiss accomplishments because of personality things, and I think that that's a real problem. It also leads to the opposite thing, where personality can stand in for accomplishments, where Donald Trump can sell things on personality alone, even though he has had a ton of failures throughout his life. His accomplishments don't matter. His personality has stood in for it. So you really got to separate the individual from their art. What people produce should be a distinct creature almost. Well, we'll definitely get those. I'm a fucking idiot. Let's see if we can get 154. So mad. Oh, bullets that put enemies on fire? Yeah, that's worth 104. You know what's not worth it is just walking into the other room before you do that. I mean, I'll still buy Monster Blood if we can't end up affording that, but that was kind of a self-slap in the own face. What also would be nice would be some fucking keys. Once in a while. Game. See, to me, Elon Musk is not his Twitter thing. Elon Musk is the PayPal, SpaceX, Tesla, Solar City guy. He's the person who put a ton of time and effort in making a sustainable future, and a future that is going outward while fixing problems within the world. Every fucking thing he says on social media is just nonsense, fluff, and filler. Like, it's just there to be entertaining, to distract and, I don't know, catch people off guard. There's no reason to, like, give it any credit or use it as a way to devalue his accomplishments. But people will. People absolutely will. Yo, what's this? What's this? Oh yeah. Well, that's another reason why I'm not about, like, the fucking... I don't know. The cult of personality stuff is because people will, like... Ooh. Did we just get Gungeon Ant? Or Queen Ant? Hey, I might actually need antibodies. I don't think I made enough money for the good stuff, though. I did not know you could even have a secret here. This guy gives you some curse, right? No, he doesn't. Huh, we can open all the chests, too. Weird. Wild. Yuck. Yuckaroni. Doot. All right, that was good. The map is the reason for the season this time. I'm still like a dumb piece of shit. Oh God, glad I checked that. For essentially not buying the most useful thing. Anyway, we're out of here. I think we'll be all right. The extra health and the fact that antibodies might give us some more health really. Hey Ninja, what's up? Good. I like a good wazzled wazzled dazzle. There's this great line in Infinite Jest early on where they were talking about this kid has this weird like breakdown, and it said he was one guy goes, he was just flailing around. His arms were wiggling. They were waggling, and the guy that's like defending him was like, so we have a problem with a little excited waggling these days, huh? Like, it's such a fucking great line and diffuses this really tense situation so well. Oh, I love it. The foo flops. Foo flops. That's fucking great. Ah, get out of here, Hand. Hey, you're actually welcome here, Hand. That Hand replaces an Iron Maiden, so that's okay. Oh wait, Iron Maiden's back, so fuck you, that Hand. I guess I could have just not been caught by the Hand. To shreds, you say? Oh God! Well, I can't dodge roll before using the old so and also so. Portable turret. Or it just instantly explodes. Huh? Yeah, Thunderclaps. Thunderclaps, just not good. It's okay, though. It's one of those weapons where it's like, eh. I'll use it when I run out of ammo, or if I'm trying to burn through ammo to save better guns ammo. That being said, I should probably actually do that. I don't like this freaking temporary fire protection bullshit. Give me all or give me none. Whoops. We're gonna have fire pits all over the place, and I am very, very happy with that. Hey! Roddy, thank you. You just set... Everybody remember the date. The first... This is not just their first gift sub. It is the first gift sub ever on this channel. Which I think is super noteworthy. Thank you, Roddy. Ah, what? What's going on? What's this blue beam? Do I have some sort of thunderclap synergy? No, it says right there that you've never gifted a, or that no one's ever gifted a sub. I'm pretty sure no one's ever gifted a sub, period, on this channel. What is going on with this beam? Is it some sort of electricity, like, table tech fire kind of thing? Okay, I'm trying to test it out, game. You could stop hitting me. It would be nice. I don't know what it's doing. What the fuck's happening to me? What's the name of this synergy? Did they just change Thunderclap? Okay, let me see something. Also, Thunderclap sounds like the worst. Oh my god, Fog, thank you. What's going on, guys? What are you guys doing? This is too much. Okay, so yeah, it's just a field that damages. Oh, I get that they were waggling, because that's what Greg does. Well, that actually scares me more about the Thunderclap now. Because it's something else to distract me! Hey, and it's like actually appropriate because I managed to get a lead god on this run. And a surprising lead god at that. Does the portable turret have infinite range now? Because it seems like it do, but if it don't, I want to know. It seems like it do. I only use it when I don't have like anything else to do. It used to have pretty limited range, so it was very worthless because it would get knocked back, or it just would be too far away from enemies. But it's definitely got greater range than it used to have, even if not infinite. But maybe it does have infinite. We'll try it in a boss, test its infinitude. It's very weak. Whether or not it's infinite. You know, that's the name of Eminem's first album. A little bit of trivia for you guys. Came out before he was published on Aftermath, or whatever Dr. Dre's record label is called. Oh, fuck. Shit. Oh my god, it cannot touch poison. Get in the pit. Stop hitting me. Even no health on this floor at all. Did I go the right way? Yipes! 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 Stop summoning dudes, you dicks! God! Oh, totally empty. Okay, I'm just... I'm playing like hog shit. I'm playing like the worst version of me. Dude, I'm so mad about these fucking guns. Alright, he's gonna die during this attack phase. Yeah, I think this thing does have infinite range now, which is great because you can actually put it kind of out of the problem zone. Oh, I couldn't tell which bullet was which. No LF. No Olaf. No possible Olaf. I'm still using these weapons. Ripple. Ripple. Ripple diffle diffle. Eee. Oh my god. Well, at least that wasn't the one that lost it for me. That was a very dumb time to use that. Yeah, that's alright. Hey, stop it. Alright, alright, alright. Okay, alright, okay, okay, alright, alright, alright. Okay, alright, okay, alright. Let's keep going. Does anybody know if they've ever fixed the floor poison on this fight? Wee. Damn it, a little too late on that one. Get out of here, butthole! Ooh. They're working on the next game. I think they probably have secretly dropped some of the ideas from the game and live streams and things like that, and people are gonna go back and be able to piece together the thing. Yeah, what's going on with my... What's going on with my shit? Silence. This got moved over at some point. There we go. There we go. That's how it's supposed to look. Enter the Canungeon. It's a pirate game where you just shoot different kinds of cannons. Bye. Oh. The big half a hund. Half a hund. Half a hund dun dun din dun 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 dun. Half a hund dun dun din dun dun dun. Half a hund dun 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 dun.